Hi, my name is Paul Sol, and I'm a creator working with Follow Me. These days, we're interviewing some of Korea's top creators to see if we could find some tips on how to be more successful when starting off on social media. Perhaps you're thinking about being a creator or an influencer yourself, or perhaps even in Korea. Well, stick around and let's see what we could learn. So today's guests are very special and they're very successful in the Korean fashion scene, and they also happen to be identical twins. Please welcome from Q2HAN, Q1 and Q2HAN. Thank you so much for coming. Can you please introduce yourselves?
My name is Q2HAN and her name is Q2HAN, and we have a channel called Q2HAN. Well, a lot of people call us Q2HAN, so it's okay. And we do a lot of K-fashion videos. Mainly we do DIYs or do a shopping challenge where we try to create certain outfit in a certain budget. And also we would recreate a certain K-pop's outfits.
Right.
Yeah. And we also occasionally do K-beauty. Yeah. And recently, because of COVID, we branch out to lifestyles. So we do a lot of like oil painting at home.
Or cookings.
Yeah.
Or shifting around the furniture and redecorating the house.
Right.
So we do a bunch of stuff.
Do you have like a most popular type of video that your audience really likes?
Well, I think last year, one of our most popular video contents were mainly shopping in Korea, where we would, randomly go to like shops in Itaewon or Gangnam and then introduce those brands.
Yeah.
But then ever since the COVID, that kind of video wasn't getting as much attention, as much effort we put in.
Right.
And it feels like the trend is more changing towards like things that you can do at home.
Where do you get your ideas for like the content or the clothing, or how do you decide on that kind of stuff?
I think K-pop has a lot to do with our contents because first of all, our subscribers loves K-pop. They know more than us. So when like a certain K-pop idol release new music video, they were like starting to DMing us like, can you recreate their looks? Or can you go out and shop like similar outfit in a cheaper price? So that's where we get all like information.
So you have a close connection with your audience.
Yeah, we do. And sometimes it's really hard to decide whether we should do A or B. That time, we just go to like our IG story and do a little poll. Yeah. And then they'll just, vote on the one that they want to see. Then we'll create that one first.
Did it take a while to get to that level?
Well, when we first started our channel, it was mainly about just creating garments. There wasn't like a connection with our audiences. And we kind of realized that if we want to grow more bigger, we got to start showing ourselves in the screen and then communicate with our audience. Yeah. So what we did is we started vlogging to show our personality and also show a lot of like Korean cultures, because a lot of our subscribers are interested in like cafes in Korea, what kind of
shops they're in Korea.
Yeah. And events in Korea are like really crazy. Like they put carousel inside an event. So they want to see that kind of side.
Once we did that, we could really see that our channel was growing faster than just doing a DIY tutorial.
When you started off, you were not in Korea.
Yeah.
You were in the US, right?
We majored fashion design at FITM in LA.
Yeah.
And it was a 2 years program. And after that, for 1 year, we worked in
some kind of company in Santa Monica. But then we realized like every day was so dull, so boring. We want to go home. And it was like, I was like, why am I going to this work? It's like every time there's a traffic to the work. It was just like,
so unachieving.
No sense of achievement.
Right.
So we realized we gotta do something of our own. But we didn't know how to do it, how to start it. So we went back to school to study business management for 2 years.
Yeah. And while studying that business management, we discovered YouTube. And at that time, Michelle Fan was really popular. And we were actually looking for an outlet where we can kind of show to the world like our skills in pattern drafting and stuff.
Right.
So we were like, if she can create a beauty tutorial, why don't we create a tutorial about us creating a garment from scratch? And that's how we started. But it was more of like hobby where we post once a week or once a month.
Right.
But then right after graduating our business management, we were international students. So unless we get a job, we have to get out of the States.
Right.
So that's partially the reason why we came back to Korea. But then once we came to Korea, we were like, we're not going to get a 9-to-5 job.
No.
So let's just become a full-time YouTuber. And that's how it started.
So we struggled during the first year a lot.
Right. So do you have a lot of like, now do you have a lot of close connections of all sorts of brands, or are you still mostly independent?
Yeah, we do have a lot of connections with brands and also like PR companies. I think PR companies are really important because they hold a lot of brands
Okay.
that can connect us and give us different opportunities. So,
Okay. These days, when you're thinking about doing like fashion-related videos, how do you select your themes or ideas, or for the clothing or this, or how does that work out?
For example, like 2 months ago, we did like a style transformation of our friend into BTS J-Hope style. So what we did is that first we will gather a bunch of J-Hope's outfits.
Yeah.
Outfit reference photos.
Reference photos.
Yeah.
And then that time we were collaborating with a designer brand called Stereo Vinyls. So we will go to their online shop and then see their collections. And then from those collections, we need to figure out like what J-Hope is wearing can be substitute for the Stereo Vinyl outfits.
Yeah.
And then if there's some certain pieces that are not available there, we'll have to figure out with our own items, or we'll have to contact another brand to loan it for us.
Yeah.
So we'll mix and match and then prepare it all together, put it in a luggage, and then go to the showroom and then shoot it. So that's kind of like the process of how we do it.
Okay, so you prepare everything, and then at the end you mentioned a showroom. So that's like a special place where you shoot.
A
videos,
lot
or?
of the brands, designer brands, have their own showroom where they kind of showcase all their
Clothing.
pieces, collections. And we like to shoot there because it kind of gives more of that brand's character and atmosphere. Yeah, rather than doing in like a white background or some kind of studio.
Let's say you're starting from scratch today. How would you do it?
I think it's best to work with something inside your closet, because I
So
think
red t-shirt, blue pants. That's my start. That's what I got.
Well, one thing that we struggled when we first came here is that for fashion content, it's kind of different with beauty contents, because for beauty, you can just use whatever beauty lipstick stuff that you have on your pouch. But then fashion content is like you have to have that certain items, whether you will purchase it or loan it. But in the beginning, it's hard to loan it from a company.
Yeah. And it's also hard to buy everything, because that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it
So
is,
we'll recommend to
use something inside your closet. Whether you will like tweak it, DIY it.
So what kind of video should I do? What should be my first video?
I think it would be really cool if you kind of try different style than your basic style.
No!
Like go out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, maybe that will like
Really
attract
a
lot of
attention.
viewers.
So that would be my first video, be transforming basic Paul
It's
to
maybe like, I don't know.
fashion.
Yeah,
like
something for
Seoul
fashion
Fashion
week.
Week.
I should come on your channel and you could do like a makeover.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Can you?
Can we invite you? No, I'm serious.
Yeah, no, I'm cool.
Oh, really? Yeah, really. Because we always invite like guests to our channel and then transform them. So it will be amazing.
Like the J-Hope style Steve, he is known for wearing just black.
So we literally call
so
him
then you
Steve Jobs.
Put him, then you put colors.
So, but then J-Hope style is known for very colorful and vibrant patterns.
Yeah, so we totally like changed his
Changed
style.
it, and there were so many comments saying like, "Is Steve available? Is he single?"
Oh yeah, all of a sudden. Are there any types of content that are more trendy, perhaps these days?
Yeah, I think K-pop is the strongest. So recently, Blackpink,
Yeah.
they came up with a new music video.
Yeah.
So we're right now creating Jenny's, the traditional Korean clothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're
handbook,
in the process right now. So I think K-pop is like the most trendiest content.
Right.
But I think it's really important that although there's a trend, try to bring that trend into your channel with your own style rather than just totally copying the trend.
Yeah.
Thing. Like for example, the coffee dalgona thing was really popular.
Super popular in Korea. Yeah.
But then don't just create that dalgona coffee video alone, because there's already so many of that video.
Right.
So try to mix that with some of your own content.
Yeah.
Then I think it'll be more interesting and more unique.
So like in your case, how do you make your videos more unique? I think you use a lot of humor and charm, right?
I think the most unique thing about our channel is our sister's reaction.
Sisterhood.
Her sisterhood. I think that's one thing that not any YouTubers can easily have.
Yeah, I don't have a twin brother, so that'll be tricky.
Like the way how we portray ourselves through the screen is like really us.
Yeah.
We are,
When we're in our safe zone.
yeah,
Right.
we're actually
In the
really
States.
introvert, but when you wants to get to know each other, we are really like crackheads. So that's like kind of like really us, and I think that's what really makes our channel unique than other people.
So that's what the fan base appreciates.
Yeah, it
Right.
does. We see a lot of comments saying like, "Oh my god, that's exactly how I
Interact with my sisters."
Wow.
Yeah.
You kind of feel like not a YouTuber, but
Right.
actually like my sister. So we get a lot of that comments.
And this is like a separate question, but do you have any like negative comments sometimes, or?
Thanks to our cuties,
Yeah.
like they're so supportive of everything we do.
they're just really loving. Yeah. We hardly ever get hate comments.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's fun. So that means like your audience is really like, they like you for you, whatever the content. Yeah. Okay. I was curious, what's the composition of your audience for your channel?
The highest percentage is United States, but we do have a lot of fan base in the Southeast Asia, like Singapore, Jakarta, Philippines, Malaysia. And a lot of them are generally women, right? Mostly are women.
Yeah, over 90-something% is women.
And they're all really interested in like K-fashion, K-pop,
Korean culture. They're just mainly interested in Korea.
Yeah. So they're interested in Korea. So since you're both Koreans, that makes a lot of sense. And you live in Korea.
Yes. Yeah. And we speak English, so it's easy to understand.
Do you also have like a channel in Korean?
No, we don't. But occasionally our cuties like to listen to us speaking Korean.
Right.
So we'll create a video like one day speaking only in Korean vlog.
Kind of.
Oh yeah, so it's kind of like educational content.
Yeah, something like that. And they really like it.
Let's say I'm making that channel, that new fashion channel. I did my transformation video. Now I want to do a challenge video. Can you walk us through it, how to make a video like that?
So our cuties know that we love BTS, and when Suga released his music video Techida, they started to DM us, can you recreate one of his outfits there? So we got that idea as a content.
Yeah. When we get that kind of content, usually we'll go to Gotomar.
Do
you know what Gotomar?
It's like an
underground mall in
Gosok-Terminal
station.
Right. Okay.
And that place, they have so many like cheap
but trendy outfits.
Okay.
But then normally we will go there, but because of the COVID, we kind of felt uncomfortable going there yet. So that's why we were like, maybe these kind of clothing, they will have it in Hongdae, so we should try going to Hongdae. We also like to shoot the process of how we get that clothing. So we will actually start from the inside the car where we drive to Hongdae. So inside the car, maybe we will do like carpool karaoke or do a little fun, humorous stuff to kind of entertain our audiences. And then when we arrive there, normally the camera that we use is Mini Vixia Mini X. It's a little fisheye, like a portable camera, but it has a really good sound quality. That's why we usually use that for outdoor shooting. So what we do is like literally I will just like hold it like this, and then sister will try it on and like, oh, maybe this will be good for Techida's look. And that's how we purchase the product. But we try to purchase the product in a minimum budget because
we don't want to spend too much money.
Yeah.
Right? And also a lot of our cuties are still on their teens, so we don't want to, make them splurge too much.
Right.
Stuff.
And some outfits we go online and buy it because sometimes we can't find the specific items that we want.
Yeah.
So we got the jackets from online. We also sometimes get like more than just clothing. For example, the wig. We cut our own wig into Suga's hairstyle.
So you would buy at a store in Hongdae, for example?
Oh no, that wig was actually ours from
long time ago.
And we just tweaked it. And then we'll bring everything into home.
Yeah.
And then we'll film the process of
DIYing it. But then the thing is that these days, the technique that we kind of found is that our subscribers really love how one part of the video is very chaotic, and then suddenly it changes into very like
ASMR-ish, like calming
type of scene.
Do you know what you were saying?
Yeah.
We put like a really calming music. We don't talk. We just show our hands of sewing.
Like high energy, low energy.
Yeah.
The variety keeps it interesting.
Yeah, they love that up and down. So we try to film it in that kind of motion.
When you're filming in the house, are you also still using that fisheye camera?
Yeah.
Or do you have other cameras that you also set up?
Usually when we're just talking together, we use a fisheye. But when we are doing like that very moody scene, we use our Canon GX7 camera. It's a little digital camera.
Yeah. Do you edit together or is it one?
No, I edit everything. And I don't really... I just like put everything and then just start there.
Just like the more content we have, the better. And then later she figures out
which one to cut. And
right.
to throw it away.
So you put it all, let's say, in order, in sequence, in the editing software, and after you just cut and keep the interesting bits. You don't have like a specific script or something like that. You just shoot, see what happens, and then cut it and okay.
But we always start the video with an introduction.
Yeah.
Where we kind of talk about audience, what this video is going to be, what we'll be making. And then at the end, we kind of talk about how this process was.
Right.
Was it fun?
Yeah. Or like comment below, what should we do next? Like which outfit did you like the most? Like comment below.
All right. So what's the secret for making a good K-fashion video?
This is a little bit cheesy, but I think the best thing about not just K-fashion, but every content, you gotta have fun because it really shows through the screen whether you're having a fun and is this a really genuine content or not. Although this is our full-time job, we never think it as work. We're just having
fun together like friends.
Yeah, creating content. And I think that's one of our secret to our content.
Yeah.
Because you're enjoying it.
Yeah,
so
we're
the
totally
viewer
enjoying
sees that
Yeah,
you're enjoying
they can
it.
really see us enjoying it. So.
Right.
And we try not to be too sensitive with what's on trend right now.
Yeah.
We just do what we want to do.
And what our subscribers want to see.
So do you have any last tips for beginners that are starting out in Korean fashion, let's say?
When you're growing your YouTube channel, grow your Instagram together. For example, we currently are working with Nylon Korean magazine, and the way how we got connected with them is one of the editors found us through Instagram.
Once we start working with them through Instagram, then they will also suggest us to work with YouTube.
Right.
So for Farfetch, we were working through Instagram, and then this year we also created content for YouTube
channel.
Yeah.
So everything's kind of
linked.
connected.
Right. And the
Yeah.
business links. And do you also have other like businesses that you're doing at the same time?
Once you start growing your channel, there will be a lot of contact from different companies to kind of work together and create a merch. And that's also something that we're doing right now, but it's more of a brand than a merch for right now for us.
All right. So what's in store for the future? What are your future goals?
This is like our long-term goal, but we want to create our own team, like a production team, because it's getting quite challenging for us to handle everything. We post 2 videos a week, but we also have a second channel called Wake Up QQ. So sometimes we have to post 3 videos a week, and she edits everything.
Yeah. My eyes are like...
Not sleeping. You know.
So we wanna grow a team where we can really depend and trust on and connect well together, so we can work as a team. And a lot of time we want our team to be like our subscribers because they really know us and understands us. So that's one of our goals. And another goal is, you can say it.
So we really love going to cafes and enjoying the atmosphere. And before COVID, we actually like vlogged a lot about
different cafes.
Yeah, going to different cafes and introducing what kind of hot spot is in Korea. And so ultimately, we want to create our own cafe someday in Seoul, where all the cuties
Very
can
cool.
like come and enjoy.
Yeah.
We can have like our own like
The cutie dedicated area. I don't know.
So you have the coffee in the store inside.
Yeah.
You could sell the stuff. Perhaps you'll have like a back room where you're teaching people how to do clothing.
Oh,
Yeah, like a workshop.
Yeah, like a workshop. That would be so cool. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having us.
We had such a great time.
And thank you so much for watching. And please stay tuned for next week's episode on Follow
Follow
Me.
Bye.
Bye.